It's been quite a weekend for the Athletics. Friday night in the fog, the A's pounded out 14 runs on 17 hits, and Ben Sheets got back in the win column, and Green and Gold took game one. Last night, the Fort Knox Gold uniforms came out, and Trevor Cahill added to his impressive winning streak, striking out a career-high 10 batters while only surrendering 2 hits in 7+ innings. Today, the A's will go for the sweep and wrap up interleague play on a winning note. It's the A's and the Pirates next. Beautiful Sunday afternoon for baseball at the Coliseum as the homestand comes to an end, and the A's hope it comes to an end on a winning note with a sweep. Coco Crisp, boy, how good has he been since coming back? For the Pirates, well, they need some offense from that guy, Garrett Jones, their big first baseman. It's the third and final game of the series. Again, A's going for the sweep. Pirates Athletics coming up on Comcast Sportsnet California. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball, along with Ray Fosse. I'm Glenn Kuiper. Well, you saw Coco Crisp, and we know immediately how important he is to the A's offense. Ray, he's been back for 4 games, hit a home run in his first game, and, boy, he's just been terrific at the top of the order.
You know, kind of the igniter for this ball club ever since he has been back in the lineup. We saw the 2 games against the San Francisco Giants, but there's no doubt when Coco's in the lineup, he really makes some things happen. Of course, he almost had a cycle a couple of nights ago, but Coco Crisp, just look at his setup. This is all upper body swing, generates a lot of power with that setup, and of course with his speed, a triple there, part of the near cycle that he had. And last night, turned back the clock night, he had a check swing to the opposite field, and then the stolen base. Derek Barton was just having a great night, but Coco with the stolen base there would drive him in 3 times. But it's great to see him back in the lineup because he does add that dimension we talked about, and that is speed. And now we're seeing the pop in his bat. He's also a very good center fielder, so the complete player, and it's great to have him healthy again.
Coco Crisp has scored 6 runs in this series out of that leadoff spot, so he hopes to keep it going offensively. Gio Gonzalez hopes today is the day he gets his 7th win of the year. Gonzalez taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. We'll have lineups at first pitch on a beautiful Sunday afternoon at the Coliseum in just a moment.
you by AT&T. Find out what's possible with the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Corona. Relax and refresh with Corona and Lime.
Welcome back to the Coliseum. The A's have taken the field behind their starting pitcher today, Gio Gonzalez. In fact, Kurt Suzuki throwing it down to second, so we're about ready to go. Game time weather brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission is free and the boardwalk is open daily. Gorgeous day, 83 degrees. Not a cloud in the sky and lots of sunshine. So just warm enough where? Get the suntan lotion out. Tabata, Crosby, McCutchen at the top of the Pittsburgh Pirates order. Then Jones, Doman, Milledge, LaRoche, Jaramillo, and Cedeno. So there's your Pittsburgh Pirates starting lineup for this afternoon. Gio Gonzalez is ready, and his first pitch to Jose Tabata is a bit outside. So we're underway from the Coliseum. The A's going for the sweep. A's won 14-4 Friday night, 5-0 last night. Terrific pitching performance by Trevor Cahill last night.
Well, all ready for Gio Gonzalez. A couple of pitches outside of the right-hander, and might see Kurt Suzuki move inside to force him to follow through, as Cahill and Sheets are winning pitchers first two games. And it's all about pitching. Talking to Mark Ellis this morning, and he said, quote, "Our pitching is good enough. We should be in every game. Just score them some runs and have a chance to get a nice winning streak."
Last night, the A's got their 8th shutout of the year, and that's the most in the American League. Overall, the A's have a team ERA of 3.97, which is 6th best in the American League. One hopper, 2 Ellis. Throws to first, and that's 1 out here in the first. Defensively for the Athletics behind Gio Gonzalez. Connor Jackson is in left field. Coco Crisp in center. Ryan Sweeney in right. And Kuzmanov, Pennington on the left side. Ellis Barton on the right side. And Kurt Suzuki is the catcher for Gio.
Now today's A's starting pitcher stats are brought to you by your Bay Area Hyundai dealers. And for Gio, his 16th start. And he has had this be his 5th start against the National League club, starting with the Giants when he a combined shutout against San Francisco here at the Coliseum. Over in San Francisco, he lost there, lost to the Cubs, and no decision with the Reds defeating the Athletics. It's only Minnesota, Boston, and Baltimore in between the American League teams.
Sweeney is going to be unable to cut it off, so Bobby Crosby is going to have a 1-out double here in the first. Sweeney's such a good outfielder, you always think he's going to catch it, and that one shot past it.
And I'm surprised to see Bobby Crosby going opposite field with a fastball away, and something he started in his first year here with the Athletics against Jamie Moyer when he went opposite field against Tillman. The ball hit the turf and really took off. Clay Wood has done an outstanding job, his crew, in softening this field, but that ball really shot. And if it gets past Ryan Sweeney, you know it was hit hard.
McCutchen bounces one in the hole. Pennington with the quick release, and they got McCutchen.
Wow, what a stretch, what a play. Pennington knew he had to hurry his throw, and is there anybody any better than Derek Barton stretching at first? I don't think so. McCutchen, tremendous speed. Crosby started to go to third. Watch the stretch, the scoop, and he kept his foot on the bag, and what a great play. And Pennington, strong arm, but could not get a lot on the throw, and as a result, it took a tremendous stretch and scoop by Derek Barton. Defense, that'll win you a lot of games as well.
2 outs. Here's Garrett Jones. Fastball away to the Pirates cleanup hitter. Jones had a couple of hits in the first game of this series. Pirates had just 2 hits yesterday.
The ball Friday night, if he hits the same one this afternoon, it might leave the yard instead of being caught in center field. Tough time for him.
Oh, man.
John Russell, the manager, and they're just trying to build a successful club.
Gonzalez will tag Jones, and that will do it for the Pirates in the top of the first. Bottom of the first coming up, no score.
Leading off for the Athletics, center fielders.
The bases were loaded, I think.
Coco Crisp.
A's come to bat in the bottom of the first inning. Lineup looks like this for today. Chris, Barton, Jackson, Suzuki, Sweeney, Kuzminov, Cust, Ellis, and Pennington. Bottom, McCutchen, Millage in the outfield for the Pirates. Roach, Cedeno, Crosby, Jones on the infield. Jaramillo is the catcher, and Ross Ohlendorf, right-hander, is the pitcher.
89 mile-an-hour fastball. He tops out about 91. Just a fastball, slurve, slider combination, and change-up. Good-sized lad, but not really overpowering with his fastball. Slider, cutter.
So he faces Coco Crisp here, leading off the bottom of the first. Big series for Crisp. 5 hits and a couple of walks. 3 runs scored on Friday. 3 runs scored yesterday or last night. That one hit hard to the first baseman, Jones.
Well, Ohlendorf, you see the big goose egg in front of his, or right after his name, was 6 on the side, and that's no wins, 6 losses, making his 11th start. 543 earned run average. And a few no decisions, of course, but bottom line, no wins, 6 losses. But when you've lost 16 on the road, tough time scoring runs, but you can't feel sorry. Feel sorry for them when they leave. Maybe they'll take advantage of somebody back in the National League when they resume or get out of interleague play.
Ohlendorf, another guy who came over from the Yankees in the trade for Xavier Nady and Damaso Marte back in July of 2008. Daniel McCutchen, who pitched last night, he was part of that trade. Ohlendorf. Tabata, the left fielder, was part of that trade. Another guy, Jeff Karsten's a pitcher who is in the Pirates rotation. He was part of that trade. So,
and that's how you try to build an organization, even though they might not be homegrown, but you have quality players that other teams want. You trade, and you go after their best prospects.
So the good news is all 4 of those guys are in the big leagues. But the bad news is none of them have really become impact players or impact pitchers just yet.
And where's Xavier Nady?
Where is he? Cubs, right?
Yes. Tommy John surgery and tough time injury-wise. He's coming back.
Jaramillo fighting the sun, fighting it in. He makes the catch. Nice play by the Pirates catcher.
Check out our keys to the game, brought to you by Toyota. Of course, wrap up the interleague play on a winning note, trying to sweep the Pirates this weekend, and Gio trying to match Trevor Cahill's 10 strikeouts last night, although Gio 3 ground ball outs in the first inning. And for the Pirates, the road woes continue, and like we said, it's nice to feel badly, but when you're trying to win games, trying for the A's to get back to the 500 mark, they're 4 under. Gio, a double, 3 ground ball outs in the first inning, very low pitch count, and let's keep it going, try to get back on the winning track.
Connor Jackson is the hitter.
How about Jaramillo holding on his mask? Throw it, throw it, throw it. There you go. He almost caught the ball one-handed with the mask in his right hand. Thought he was going to throw it to LaRoche's third baseman coming over. But he ran a long way. He could have discarded the mask a long time before that, but he was glued to his hand.
Jackson tried to hold up, couldn't do it, so 1-2 the count. We're talking about those Pirate road woes. 9-30 overall, and they have lost 16 consecutive road games. That is tough sledding for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Overall, they're 25-49 on the season. Another 1-2 pitch. That one runs outside, even the count to Jackson. Jackson 10 for 34 since joining the Athletics. That's a .294 average. This is his 12th game with the A's. And that one just missed, and it's a full count.
Ohlendorf thought he had it. He started towards the dugout.
And he missed outside. 2-out walk to Connor Jackson. You see, Ohlendorf's a big guy, 6'4", 245 pounds.
Yeah, you look at the size, you think he might throw harder than he does, but he's more of a control pitcher and tries to use the movement on his fastball.
So Kurt Suzuki will hit with 2 outs and Jackson at first. Ohlendorf's last win was August 18th of last year. He was 11-10 with a 3.92 ERA last year for the Pirates. Made 29 starts, so that's not a bad year. That was his first full year in the big leagues. Having trouble getting W's this year. He's going to get Suzuki, and the side is retired. So we played one at the Coliseum, no score.
July 11th, game time against the Angels. 105 and 10,000 fans will receive, how about this, A's barbecue set. It's brought to you by Supercuts, Rajay Davis' favorite sport. For tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com or call 877-493-BALL. Barbecue sets by Supercuts. Rajay Davis was the Supercuts over in our area.
Yes, he was. Very close.
He said he had 4 customers. He probably, as he said, could have cut hair all day, but had time for 4. I'm sure those 4 are very proud to walk out and saying, Rajay cut my hair.
Proud and happy about it. Looked good. Ryan Domit, Lastings Millage, Andy LaRoche, the 3 hitters for the Pirates here in the second inning. Pirates got a 1-out double from Crosby, but he was stranded there in the first inning. Domit 260 with 6 homers and 27 RBIs.
Chris Suzuki doing a good job with Gio Gonzalez trying to bring in all of his pitches. One on a changeup.
And it's in the hole. He's got plenty of time. He throws out Domit.
That's what you have to do. Gio has 3 quality pitches, fastball, curve, and changeup. Comes the strike zone. Tablet threw him a curveball. For Gio, pretty impressive. Last 3 starts at home with a 3-0 record, 155 earned run average. Of course, those 3 wins at home. And one thing Gio likes to wear, the uniform, is the one he's wearing today. So no chance for the wedding gown white uniforms today with Gio on the mound, getting to select the alternate black jersey. But if he's 3-0 with a sub-2 earned run average, 3 wins, can't fault it.
Last week's Milledge with a line drive single. So that is the second hit for the Pirates off Gonzalez. Well, Gonzalez's last start at home, which was earlier in this homestand against the Reds. And he had a season-high 9 strikeouts in that start, did Gio Gonzalez. He got a no decision. He left that game with the score tied at 1. It's a game that got a little crazy in the late innings, and the Reds ended up winning the game 6-4 in 10 innings. But he was very good in that start. Just a little bit low to Andy LaRoche. So 2-0. There's a strike in the outside corner. LaRoche, a regular third baseman for the Pirates last year and most of this year, but Pittsburgh called up Pedro Alvarez, and Alvarez not in the lineup today, but is going to get most of the time at third base. So LaRoche, more of a utility guy now. Sure, he's not real happy about that, but what can you do? Three and 1 to LaRoche. Just good for one foul. The start we were talking about for Gio Gonzalez against the Cincinnati Reds earlier this week.
Check swing, the curveball, back foot. There's another curveball. He had the curveball working for the strikeouts. Of course, finishing the pitches inside, that's when he pitches his best with the fastball. And of course, the Reds, a powerful club offensively. And Gio went right through them.
LaRoche takes a bit inside, and there's the walk. So 2 on and 1 out for the Pirates.
Batting 8th and catching, number 35, Jason Jaramillo.
So here's Jason Jaramillo, the catcher. Domit, the regular catcher, is DHing today. Much better against left-handed pitching than right-handed pitching. He is a switch hitter. Breaking ball, swing and miss. So I went into the Pirates locker room today, Ray, and I introduced myself to this young man. And you're probably thinking, well, why would you do that? He's from my hometown. He went to the same high school as I did.
He's a cheesehead too.
Yes,
huh?
he is. Racine, Wisconsin. Nice young kid.
He probably didn't recognize you after looking at you last night. Huh?
Are you the same guy? You still laughing at me? You're not the only one.
What did Jack say?
He just shook his head at me.
He said, "Daddy, please don't do that again."
Don't do it again.
Or at least till I'm a little bit older and I can disown you. I don't know that, man. Jeez.
What a night, folks.
Yeah, that's
what a night. Well, I don't get any credit from you for making a good effort.
Well, you made a great effort.
That's a good thank you.
No, it was a great effort. There's no doubt. A weak effort, but a great one. But
you know what? I'm gonna listen to the compliments I've got from other people and take those, and I'm just gonna tune you out.
Somebody said you looked exactly like
I've seen
Don Meredith.
I've heard a bunch of different things. Very high to left. Jackson has a play. He's got it, and that's out number 2.
Now, I was impressed with you and Vinny and, of course, Robert Buon.
Travis and the ticket office. I mean, some guys really made a great effort that we saw. And so check it out.
Well, the theory was it's just like Halloween. You either go all in or you don't do it at all.
Vinny went all in.
If you go in between, it doesn't work. Curveball to Ronnie Cedeno, the 9th place hitter, is outside. Cedeno pops it up. Behind first, Mark Ellis. Glasses down. He's got it. Side retired. So a hit and a walk, but the Pirates do not score. Bottom of the 2nd coming up. Eat Fresh asked Glenn and Ray question for today. Hugo from San Ramon asked, Ray, you talk about all the greats of the 70s, Catfish, Fingers, Reggie, Banda, Rudy. Who was the true unsung hero of those teams?
Well, he kind of outed him last night, Joe Rudy. There's no doubt from the position player standpoint, Joe Rudy, as Vida said last night, appropriately, Joe would just have a great game, but he just went about his business. He played the game and probably did not get the credit he deserved. Sal Bando, the captain, different sort in a way, but he held the club together. He was the glue.
Would it be fair to say, Ray, that a team like that, very talented, but there's probably some egos involved, right? Some big egos on the team, that you needed a guy like Joe Rudy,
oh, yeah,
just to maybe balance it out, and maybe a guy like Sal Bando?
Exactly. Sal would balance it out in a different way when his veins in his neck start popping out.
He would scare you. So was Sal vocal?
He was vocal.
Where Joe Rudy wasn't vocal?
Just quiet, yeah. He just, I mean, in his own way, he could be vocal, but it would not be, Sal really wasn't that outspoken. Reggie was a great quote. There's no doubt that the media gravitated to him. And, I think the biggest thing is that what Vida said and Joe said, what Dick Williams demanded when he managed, and that was to play the game the right way. And when you do that and you don't give extra outs, you're going to have a lot of success if you have pitching and defense. And we saw that in the 70s. We saw it in the late 80s, the first decade. Joe, just a class gentleman, there's no doubt. And I think just underrated. He could do so many great things on the field. But because of his demeanor, the way he played the game, it was just kind of go out and play and just win. Just win. And that's what he did. But that's why I asked him a couple of nights ago about the free agency, because I wanted to hear it straight from him, because the guys wanted to stay together so badly that you saw what Joe was asking and what he got with the Angels as a free agent.
Was it 5 times more, something like that?
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do, right?
Exactly. But Charlie just believed that, he didn't like the free agency. He didn't want players that he signed long-term contracts. And he said arbitration would be the death of baseball. And to some degree, it's been true as far as first 3 years. But then once you hit arbitration, then the numbers start to go eye-poppingly high. And, it's a big difference. So, and it's more of time instead of production. You get 3 years in the big leagues. If you just played, you're going to go to arbitration and make a lot of money. Yeah. And then you get every year the time that you put in the big leagues, regardless. I mean, you see pitchers go 10 and 15 and get a $3 million raise.
Or when you're in your 3rd year and you're making $500,000, and then you go to arbitration the first time, and if you're, like you said, at all any type of regular, you're going to go to $3-4 million.
Exactly.
Well, think about that salary jump right there.
That's right. And the minimum is $420 somewhere. And the first 3 years, management, and rightfully so, the only really negotiating power the ownership has during that first 3 years. After that, arbitration for 3, and then free agency at 6, and it's totally in the player's control at that time.
Jack Cust with a 2-out single. Yeah, if I was a player, I would thank arbitration first, free agency second.
Yeah. And Jack Cust right back up the middle, as we saw last night, going right in the middle of the shift.
Second baseman, number 14.
And sure, he's hitting singles, but you can't really condemn him for that. And he's a power hitter, and the home runs will come, but rather see him get on base the way he is. And Jim Skaden, of course, knows. You've seen Jack last year, his first year, Jim's first year, the home run ability. But Mike Norris, of course, we got to see him last night, and we wish Mike well. Of course, great pitcher, screwball. But he said in arbitration, you either come out rich or richer.
Yeah, that's a good call.
And that's exactly right, because even though you see the numbers by both the club and the player, they're always high.
Yeah, it's good either way, indeed. A's do not score. No score after 2.
Number 31, Jose Tabata.
We'll go deep with Sportsnet Central tonight at 6 and 10:30 on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Full baseball recaps between A's and Pirates, also the Giants and the Red Sox, and of course World Cup coverage. Scott Reese, Damon Andrews will be at the desk. Top of the order for the Pirates against Gio Gonzalez. Jose Tabata takes inside, 1-1 the count. Tabata grounded out to second. His first at bat. This one to Pennington, who throws on the run. Nice play by Cliff Pennington. Made a couple nice plays early in this game, and that is out number 1.
Joe Gonzalez in the first inning, 3 ground ball outs, 3 fly ball outs in the. Make it 1 ground ball and 2 fly ball outs in the second. Back to ground ball. So strikeouts and ground ball outs, nice combination. We've seen that from Trevor Cahill pretty consistently.
Crosby double to right center in the first. Curveball catches the outside corner, 1-1. Again to Pennington, so he's got more action. He takes care of that. 2 outs.
Now batting, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
So Andrew McCutchen steps in. McCutchen grounded out to Pennington in the first. Gio does not have a strikeout yet. So 3-0 now with Garrett Jones waiting in the on-deck circle.
Still say as soon as Gio is able to nail the outside corner to the right-handers consistently, he's going to be unhittable. It's just that fine line ball just runs too much outside and out of the strike zone. Just trying to finish the pitch even though the target is outside of the right-hander. Inside it's not a problem. He does finish.
There's a good pitch, 3-2.
So he just completes his follow through. Doesn't try to guide the ball. At least in the last 2 he did not.
Kuzmanov waits for a big hop, throws quickly, throws high, and McCutchen's safe. Immediately ruled a base hit as McCutchen very fast.
Well, I like that call too because the difficulty of the play, Kuz had to stop it and throw quickly, and as a result, with his quickness and the speed of McCutchen, he had to hurry and made a bad throw. But if he had time to set himself, the throw would have been good. Slower runner would have been out. You can't penalize the third baseman, and you can't take a hit away from the hitter.
Garrett Jones steps in, takes outside. 3rd hit for the Pirates. There's a fastball for a strike. Jones bounced back to the pitcher in the first inning. That came with a runner at second and 2 outs. Barton handles it, turns around, steps on the bag, side retired. So hitting a runner left, bottom of the 3rd coming up. It'll be Pennington, Crisp, and Barton. No score. A's and Pirates, 0-0 game, bottom of the third inning. Cliff Pennington to lead it off, followed by Crisp and Barton. A's have one hit against Ross Ohlendorf. He's walked one, struck out one so far. Pennington's average, he's right in the middle of this hot streak, 245 with 3 homers and 23 runs batted in.
Got a 248 last night for an offer, but started getting enough at bats that doesn't drop as dramatically. So getting up to respectability and just keep building on that.
Hitters count for Pennington. Well, there's that terrific stretch he's been in. 20 hits in his last 45 at bats. There's a strike inside corner. Good take by Pennington, just a bit low, and that's a leadoff walk. Time now for our trivia question brought to you by AT&T. Who are the current managers who were catchers during their Major League Baseball careers?
Yeah, there's two.
That's right. And there's a bunch of them.
Yes, there are. Joe Girardi, Yankees. Jim Leyland. Ned Yost. Zach the catcher?
I don't know. Sosha. Wakamatsu.
Actually, all four, if you want to look at it in the West, because Ron Washington was actually a catcher. Came up as a catcher. Probably not going to be on the list because he's more of an infielder.
Coco Crisp, the button, and pulls the bat back. Pitch was high.
A.J. Hinch, Joe Torre, Bochy, Russell.
Almost half, huh? It's got to be close to half.
Simaka was a catcher. At least a dozen.
Smart people, those catchers, I tell you.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Just ask them.
1-1 to Crisp, who bounced out to first. First at bat.
Now, this is something special right there. Jim Scanlon sitting down at the end of the dugout near the bat rack, and as he said, the hitters have to come get their bats and helmets, and we could talk a little baseball. Talk about the pitcher, maybe what he's trying to do, a pattern, and that's a good spot. Good angle, especially on a beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon. You can watch baseball down by Clay Wood and the crew, but that's the angle, and if you think about it, we have a low third camera, and that's the same camera angle that Jim Scannon's looking at. Always talking hitting. It was a great job.
One-two pitch with the runner going is fouled straight back.
Well, unfortunately, Coco had to swing at it, but Cliff Pennington had a tremendous jump. But with 2 strikes, Coco had to protect. A high leg kick by Ohlendorf. He's halfway to second.
Pennington not going this time, and Coco Crisp swings and misses. Second strikeout for Ohlendorf. Pitch, a lot of downward movement.
Yeah, that's the hard slider. Kind of looked like a splitter with the way the ball went down and in, and that's probably the worst swing we've seen Coco have in his short amount of time that he's played this year. He's kind of lost sight of the slider down and in and swung over it.
So here's Barton. Pennington at first. Barton fouled out to the catcher in the first inning. Now 4 for 8 in the series for Barton. He's sitting on a 6-game hitting streak. Ohlendorf that time kind of held for a long time and then went to first. And the ball gets past to first baseman Jones. A huge break for the Athletics. Pennington's going to try for third. Jones's throw gets past the third baseman, and here comes Pennington, and he's going to score. Unbelievable. Unbelievable because they had him picked off.
Yeah, Penny was breaking towards second. A good throw would have gotten him. Instead, throw got by him. It looked like first baseman Jones had a chance to get him at third and then short hopped the third baseman LaRoche. Look at that move and throw into the runner, and Penny saw where the ball was near the rail. There are 2 errors on it. One was getting past. Penny looking at third. Coming all the way, the throw short hopped the third baseman LaRoche, and then Penny had some pretty good speed there. Bob Vallejo's got to be proud of him. They do a lot of running and going from first to third from a head first slide, and then get up, pop up, and from a dead stop, head to home, another 90 feet. And Mike Gallego said, "You're going to score." And
So
he did.
E1, E3, 2 errors on that play. Is that a break or what? Pennington probably should have been out twice.
That's right.
But he ends up in the dugout with a run scored. So the Pirates make 2 errors on 1 play, and the A's get a run. The pitch is high, 2-1.
Pop up, LaRoche trying to block him off the bag. Got far enough away, and as the pitcher Ohlendorf backing up, and looked like he almost tripped. Well, it's talking about manufacturing a run.
That would be, yeah, it's a good call.
But those young legs put Pennington in shape. Been very busy at shortstop with several ground ball outs.
Pop up to third, LaRoche into fair territory and makes the catch.
Stepped on the bag and almost tripped.
Yep. The way things are going for the Pirates,
yeah,
they're probably surprised that that didn't happen.
Well, a very strange scheduling this weekend, and you look at the board, you see Philadelphia was at Toronto. That's not the case. All weekend, the Blue Jays have been the home team in Philadelphia.
That's right.
Because of the G20 Summit in Toronto, and they moved this series. So Roy Halladay did not get his big welcoming home. A big reception scheduled for him, so that did not take place when the. I just wonder if, let's see, Blue Jays would have been home in Philadelphia, and the Phillies at home were the visiting team. So did the Phillies get per diem?
I think they did, yeah. I think they did.
I think they did too.
But the question is, do the Blue Jays get per diem?
True, yeah.
Jackson maybe tweaked a little something here. Let's see. Right there. You see him buckle just a little bit.
Almost a little bit of a hyperextension. Kind of a whirlwind 10 days for Connor Jackson. Been acquired by the A's, Chicago, St. Louis, Oakland. Arizona to get some things and back to Oakland.
So an unearned run for the Athletics. They'll take it. 1-0 A's after 3.
Number 41, Ryan Doman.
All right, here's our trivia answer brought to you by AT&T. What are the current managers who were catchers during their Major League Baseball careers? We mean full-time catchers, and there they are. The gang. You mentioned Jim Leland. I don't think Jim Leland ever played in the big leagues. He was in the minor leagues.
Ken Mock and Ron Washington actually were catchers, but I just want to show that there are a lot of managers that had catching experience. And that's why they are the most intelligent.
No question. Domet, Millage, LaRoche against Gio Gonzalez. A's with a 1-0 lead. The first place Texas Rangers will play tonight at home against the Houston Astros. That'll be the rubber game of that 3-game series. Oswalt and Hunter pitching matchup. The Rangers will then have an off day on Monday, and they will be at the Angels Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's a big series. The Angels and the Rangers this week. Texas will then go back home for 10 home games going up to the All-Star break. So they're in a pretty good part of their schedule as far as being home a lot. But that'll be a series to keep an eye on this week. Rangers and the Angels. Angels are leading the Rockies 4-2 in the top of the 5th inning. Santana and Chacin, the pitching matchup. Mariners lost today 3-0 in Milwaukee. You see who the Mariners picked up?
Yes, they did.
Russell Branyan back in Seattle. How about that?
Too bad they even let him go.
That's probably true too.
Jackson Rensick looking for offense, and 31 home runs last year for Russell Branyan. Best year he's had in the big leagues.
I remember Branyan started out this season on the disabled list, but since coming back, he's hit 10 home runs in 52 games, which is not bad. It's interesting, too, there's a mutual option for 2011 in his contract, so he could be in Seattle next year. So Russell Branyan back to the Mariners. That was a trade today. The trade was a couple of minor league players going from Seattle to Cleveland.
Sometimes a mutual option, but you also have a player and management option. In the case of Jason Varitek, the Red Sox decided not to bring him back, but he had an option that if he wanted to come back, he could. So he exercised his own option to stay with the Red Sox. And he's having an excellent year for Boston. leading the Giants this afternoon in their series finale.
It's another win-win situation for the player. Although the team option is usually more expensive than the player option. It's just, you see that occasionally. 3-1 pitch to Millage. He had a big swing and he fouled it straight back. So full count with Doman at first. Doman walked.
Well, you're looking at a very aggressive club and getting hitters counts. What we've seen with the Pirates, they do not get cheated when they have a count in which they're thinking fastball.
Pennington charges, and the runner was going, so his only play will be to first. So Doman goes to second. Millage is out, 1 out.
Now batting, number 15, Andy LaRoche.
Shutdown innings for Gio Gonzalez. It's the shade under the American League average. Trying to get one here. Andy LaRoche, the hitter. Takes low. LaRoche walked in the second inning. Pirates stranded 4 through the first 3 innings, so they have had a few chances against Gonzalez in the early going.
Those look good on a sunny Sunday afternoon.
That one down around the knees for a strike.
I'm sure you've heard your brother Dwayne talk about Dave LaRoche, the father of Andy LaRoche. Adam, brothers are playing in the big leagues.
Yeah.
Dave LaRoche, a very good left-handed reliever, and played for 5 different clubs. We were together in Cleveland, mid-70s.
He was good, huh?
Yes, he was very good. A proud father to have played in the big leagues himself, and have 2 sons who he can travel across the country and watch play throughout the Major League season.
One-two to Andy LaRoche, and he hits it hard. Kuzminoff on the dive, gets up, throws to first in time. Saved a run.
Oh, like the fans are into the Kuz, and they've got it on the side message board with a lot of K's, O's, and Z's. But what a great play by Kuz, diving to his left, throws the runner at second base, made sure that helmet was not going anywhere. But with Gio today, a lot of ground ball outs, and that definitely helps infielders to stay alert. That is the 9th ground ball out already. They'll make it his 9th.
Here's the catcher, Jaramillo. Jaramillo hit a fly ball to left field with 2 on and 1 out in the second inning. Doman is the runner at second. Doman is a big guy. Doesn't have great speed, so if there is a hit, you may have a play at the plate. Curveball, swing and a miss, and a ball in the dirt. Jaramillo strikes out, and the side is retired. Leadoff walk, but no damage done. Bottom of the 4th coming up. 1-0 A's.
It's time.
Voting's now open for the 2010 All-Star Game. It's in Anaheim. Help send your favorite A's player to this year's All-Star Game by voting up to 25 times at OaklandAthletics.com. Visit OaklandAthletics.com and cast your ballot now for your 2010 All-Stars. Vote early and vote often. Trevor Cahill might have found himself in the mix with his 7th win last night. 6 in a row now. Suzuki having a good year. Kevin Kuzminoff. RBIs and a very good season for the A's. 39 ribbies. So it's a few selections for the A's to the 2010 All-Star Game. And it doesn't have to be just one MLB. Right?
2, maybe 3. 2. We'll be happy with 2.
Yeah, I think. Be the first time in a while to have 2.
Grounded in the hole. Cedeno on the run, throws low, but Garrett Jones digs it out, and Suzuki is retired. 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's our poll question for today. What was your favorite part of Turn Back the Clock night yesterday? Uniforms, Rain Glenn's costumes, Monty Moore's call on Suzuki's dinger.
How about that?
Yours was good, man. I mean, you went shopping.
No.
I mean, your creative juices were flowing last night. Man. I think Monty Moore, that was my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't know that you could have had any better timing. I was thinking about it on the way home. That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, he's telling the story of the bell, and he's just getting to the end of the story.
Yeah. There's 2 outs, nothing going on in the inning. And Kurt Suzuki, I mean, it was on cue like I've never seen in a live sporting event. The dinger started bringing it. Oh, it's beautiful. Got a little excited.
It's all right.
Yeah, that was a perfect night.
So 3-2 to Ryan Sweeney. Sweeney fouls it back. Sweeney grounded out to second in the second. Sweeney in this series is 3 for 8. Again, foul. This one right over the A's bullpen.
Kevin out of the bullpen the other night got so much attention, and I think Adam Roden made him a copy of the game just to show how great he did.
That one's ripped to left field, but Tabata gets back there quickly and makes the catch near the warning track. And he was all over the place.
Yeah.
Gold Glove performance.
That's why Adam Roden's the best. Adam takes care of everything.
Kevin Cruz.
Packed up for the trip and everything ready to get back in the American League with the Orioles and the Indians next week. And of course, the Yankees and Orioles starting a week, or Angels starting a week from tomorrow night. Back to Coliseum on the 5th, 6th, and 7th of July against the Yankees. Sounds like Vicente Padilla made his presence known last night.
What did he do?
Los Angeles.
He do something crazy?
Yeah, he hit somebody, and I think he got hit himself.
Really? That was the Yankees and Dodgers, right?
I think Vicente hit probably Cano, and then CC Sabathia got Padilla. At least in the National League, he has to hit.
Welcome to the National League. Huh? 3 up, 3 down inning for Ross Ohlendorf. We head to the 5th. 1-0 A's.
Hi, everyone. I'm in section 1.
1-0 A's over the Pirates. Top of the 5th inning. That gentleman, Chuck Amundsen, whose 2 sons, Don and Dave, both work on our crew, do a great job. Chuck said, I'm going to let the boys work today. I'm going to go to the ball game, and I'm going to enjoy. There's Dave.
I'd like to get a close-up of his cap. That's cap.
It's a good-looking cap. Huh?
Yeah. Looked like it has an A's, but then Athletics on top and script. Can we get a close-up of that, guys? Come on, let's show your work if you're talking so. Come on, zoom in.
Now batting, number 31.
No more different angle either. Kind of turned his head. There we go.
I haven't seen that one, but I like it.
So it's Athletics script on top and A's. That is a good one. I don't know if he had that made up. Probably the boys did.
Two 2-0 to Jose Tabata. Make it 1-0, the leadoff hitter. 1 out here in the 5th. Inside corner strike.
See, that's an unhittable pitch. Fastball, and boy, Gio really extends the inside part of the plate. And I know we talk about it a lot, but it's such a great pitch for him at 92 miles an hour in the inside corner. A little bit off, but still. Check this one out, and they follow through by Gio. We saw at Toronto when he's had a lot of success inside. That's the follow through. He really pushes hard on the inside part of the plate. Does a good job getting in there.
3-1 now to Tabata. Bobby Crosby in the on-deck circle. He's got the only run in the game in the 3rd inning on a pair of errors on the same play by the Pirates that allowed Cliff Pennington to come all the way around the bases. Fastball inside, and it's a 1-out walk.
Now batting, number 2.
Well, Bloomberg Sports is the leader in data analysis and has developed an analytical product being used by baseball clubs. There's also a product for fans. Improve your fantasy play or track your favorite players and teams. Go to BloombergSports.com for details. Here's Crosby with Tabata at first.
Been a good weekend for Bobby Crosby. He had a chance to play against his former team, especially with Walker getting hurt. And you ever find out how he's doing after the collision on Friday?
They haven't put him on the disabled list, so that's probably good news.
Yeah, Walker swinging the bat well, and a collision down the right field line.
0-2 to Crosby. Curveball first strike, fastball first strike. Eleven hits in his last 24 at-bats for Crosby, so he has been a hot hitter as of late. Tabata was taken off. Took about 3 steps towards second base and then was able to quickly get back.
Well, there's a case where a left-hander can see him and just step off the mound. That's the key, step off. And he had started, but by the time Gio did step off and throw quickly to first, he'd gotten back.
Tabata can steal a bag. He's only been here for a short time, but he's 4 for 4 in steals. Crosby bounces one to short. Pennington to Ellis, and that's a double play. 6-4-3, and nothing for the Pirates in the 5th. Bottom of the 5th coming up. 1-0 A's.
866-705. Get there early from 3 to 7. If you test drive a brand new Chevrolet, you'll get a Chevrolet A's Rally Cap. For tickets, go to OaklandAthletics.com or call 877-493-BALL. That's a good one. The Yankees are coming to town. A week from tomorrow night. That quickly, and right after that, final week, 2 weeks from today, begins the All-Star Week 2010. Seems like opening day was just yesterday.
Sure does. Jack Cust leading things off here in the bottom of the 5th. The A's have just one hit in the game, and it was a Cust single in the 2nd inning. In the 3rd, Cliff Pennington walked. Pickoff attempt on him. The ball went down the right field line. And then when Pennington raced around to 3rd, the throw toward 3rd to try to get him, that went by the 3rd baseman. Pennington came in to score. That's how the only run has been scored in this game. Full count now to Cust, who with that single is now 3 for 6 in this series. Angels leading the Rockies 5-2. That game in the top of the 6th inning. There's the walk. Walk number 3 by Ohlendorf.
Nice guy walk, did all those things you just described. I don't know if Jack Cust is going to go from 1st to 3rd, and
never know.
When he gets motoring, he can run.
First pitch to Ellis is driven to right center. A long run for McCutchen. He's still on the run, and he dropped it. Cust hits the bag at 2nd. He will go to 3rd. Ellis to 2nd, and the A's are in business in the 5th.
That's where the speed might have hurt McCutchen. Ball kept slicing away from him, but he got to it, and long run for him, but boy, it showed his speed. Ball kept carrying very well for Mark Ellis, and McCutchen really shut down some ground. I don't know if you've ever played the outfield, but you get there, and then all of a sudden you look up, your head's bouncing, ball's bouncing. And Jack, I thought it was going to be caught.
So it is an error, and the A's have 2nd and 3rd and nobody out. Infield in for the Pirates. Well, it looked like Toure he got to the ball, and then he just slowed down a little bit because he was there and he had a legitimate play. I think that is an error, even though he ran a long ways for it. He was clearly there.
Yeah, and kind of slowed down a little bit. But when I say about bouncing, guys that play the outfield, you don't get that bouncing effect. And for him with his speed, he got to it, and maybe he ran so hard he did have to shut it down quickly.
So the defense has really hurt Ross Ohlendorf today. He's pitched a pretty good game. Curveball way out ahead of it is Pennington, so he's behind in the count 1-2. Pennington is 3 for 7 in the series. He's knocked in 3 runs. Fastball runs high to even the count at 2-2. 74 pitches for Ohlendorf. Jones makes a diving play. Cuss holds, but Pennington beats the throw. It's a base hit, and the bases are loaded.
And for a pitcher not to cover immediately, Ohlendorf with a great play by the first baseman, but then really had to lead the pitcher Ohlendorf with the speed of Cliff Pennington. It was a foot race, and anytime you're racing a pitcher, in this case Ohlendorf just could not get there quickly enough. Well, anytime the ball's the right side, you break immediately. Don't hesitate. You can see the slight delay by Ohlendorf, and that was just enough. And Jack Cuss was not going on contact. Had he gone with the dive, he would have scored, but nobody out did not want to take a chance. Pennington's great speed, and he beat it out.
Coco Crisp steps in. So really, Ray, another mistake by the Pirates.
Absolutely. Second time in this homestand we've seen that, where pitcher has been late covering.
Inside to Crisp. Pirates now, with their 3 errors today, have made 60 errors in the season. Their fielding percentage is 13th out of the 16 teams in the National League, so they're near the bottom in that category. Crisp is 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. 2-1. Major trouble for Ross Ohlendorf. The A's are looking for a big number here in the 5th. And now it's 3-1. Oh, what a great place to be if you're a hitter. Right? Bases loaded, nobody out, 3-1 the count.
And just be patient. Look for a pitch in a zone. And that being kind of right down the middle, look fastball. You've got 2 pitches to get the one you're looking for. Should be coming on 3-1 if he's able to throw a strike.
And it's high, walked in a run. Two nothing A's.
Got to get a visit is Ohlendorf, but you know, watching Coco Crisp, we have seen his stride or lack of stride, and really helps. Watch this. He's got a high pitch, he strides, but then there is no movement. He's ready to hit if it's a good pitch. But because he takes that little mini stride, plants his foot, and then becomes a flat-footed hitter, then he can be very patient. But yet, he has the upper body strength to unload on one if it's a good pitch. So, a patient at bat, the A's get a run. And in this inning, they actually had one ball out of the infield, but it was an error. That's it. Infield hit, couple of walks, and the A's have a 2-0 lead.
So the meeting is over at the mound.
Now batting first baseman, number 10, Derek Barton.
So Derek Barton will hit. Barton is 0 for 2. Barton take a big rip at the first pitch he sees and fouls it back. Ellis is at third, Pennington at second, Crisp at first, so a lot of speed on the bases. Ohlendorf thought maybe that was a strike, just a bit high. another curveball, and Barton decided, I'm going to take a rip at this one. Foul it back. So 1-2. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. The run in. Derek Barton last night with the 4 RBI game. Second time he has done that in his career.
Something to be said about patient hitters versus guys that go up and just swing for the fences. And we saw it at Coco Crisp, another one in Derek Barton hitting behind him, and two guys that waited a long time and could be swinging at bad pitches.
And it's full again.
It forces the pitcher to throw a strike. And your pitcher, you want to see the aggressive hitters, guys that might be swinging, try to hit pitches that are out of the strike zone. That's one thing Jim Scanlon teaches. Patience, but be aggressive when you get a pitch you can hit.
That one a high fastball. Barton fouled it back. Two walks, an error, and a single. As Ray said, the single, an infield hit. Another foul ball.
Well, it's forcing the pitcher to throw strikes. 8th pitch in the at-bat to Derek Barton. I think that Derek is able to do it. I think that Wade Boggs, the Hall of Famer, boy, he just wait and see a pitch that's borderline strike, but yet foul it off to get another pitch. Hope it's better that you can drive. Boggs did it all the way to Cooperstown.
Another 3-2, and this one's popped up. Shallow center field. Crosby fighting that sun. Now it's Cedeno, and Crosby, the taller one, reaches up and grabs it, and the runners have to hold. So the battle that time is won by Ohlendorf, and he gets the first out here in the 5th.
Cedeno probably telling Crosby had a better angle. Bobby looking at the sun, using his glove to shade his eyes, and then Cedeno coming over trying to basket catch the ball. But you're right, the taller Bobby Crosby able to handle it, and I think Bobby's played enough games at the Coliseum. He knows how tough the sun can be. Not as much at second base, but still a tough sun.
So here's Connor Jackson. Jackson a walk and a line drive to the left fielder. Just a bit low.
A lot of opportunities out on the base right now, and a lot of gift runs if the A's could take advantage.
One hit hard, just past Ellis. Foul.
Kevin did it again, huh?
That was routine for Kevin.
Yeah, but you notice the guys in the bullpen aren't even moving. They're so confident now in Kevin that he can make the play.
It's really the ultimate compliment for the ball boy.
Yeah, I mean, just guys don't start ducking, running off the seats, and just say, Kevin can take care of it. Better than those ball dudes, man. I'd be scared.
Yeah, clear out, baby. Broken bat liner, and Cedeno has it. 2 outs. Well, now the A's are going to need a 2-out hit from Suzuki to make this a bigger inning. They've scored once.
Probably the most frustrating at bat for a hitter to not come up or come through when you have the bases loaded in less than 2 outs, and knowing that the pitcher has to throw strikes. And
especially when a guy's wobbling a little bit, like certainly Ohlendorf is.
Sometimes it's said, and I've seen it happen, we all have all seen it, where a pitcher gets through the first two, the bases loaded, and then kind of relaxes a little bit, figuring, well, I've got 2 outs now, everybody can play back normal position, and gives up the big hits. A's hope that Kurt Suzuki is the guy in this situation, and he's very capable.
A couple of ground outs today so far for Suzuki.
Somewhere down in Porterville, Monty Moore has the dinger ready to go.
Good time for one. Inside corner strike. Good pitch by Ohlendorf. And there's a line drive. Milledge coming in, and he's got it. Well, the A's get 1, but I think they're going to feel like they should have had more. 2-0 after 5. Creek Splash of Cash with hundreds of prizes every day until July 5th. Visit CashCreek.com for details.
Looked like the ball we had in the booth last night, only this one has water on it.
Yeah.
70s all night last night.
A's with a 2-0 lead in the top of the 6th inning. Lots of sunshine today at the ballpark.
Hey, there's the Lou Brock umbrella.
Brock umbrella.
That's it. And then the golf umbrellas, the A's umbrellas. Good day for an umbrella, or getting underneath the overhang, or sunscreen. Take your choice. Gio's shutdown inning, this one probably the most important of the day. Does have a 2-run lead, but man, could have had a lot more. They had a quicker number.
1-1 to McCutchen. He'll be followed by Garrett Jones and Ryan Doumit. So the middle of the Pirates lineup. Close pitch, but called the ball. 2-1. The A's will fly to Baltimore tomorrow. A 3-game series against the Baltimore Orioles. There's the walk. So a leadoff walk to McCutchen. Started pitching probables, and there they are. Braden Mattis, Sheets Millwood, Cahill Arrieta. And you may be surprised to hear this, but the Orioles are playing better.
Yeah.
They've won 4 in a row. In fact, they won today, and they swept their geographical rival, the Washington Nationals. They won 4-3 today. So Baltimore said 4 wins in a row, so they're feeling a little bit better about themselves. So the A's will see a team that is playing better.
Adam Jones is hot. Miguel Tejada swinging the bat well.
Tejada had a big RBI single in the 8th inning that broke that 3-3 tie today.
And we'll see a new interim manager, Juan Samuel, for the Fire of Trembling.
In that series against the Nationals, the Orioles were down by 6 runs on Friday, and they came back and won. Last night, they were down by 5 runs, came back and won. And today, they won 4-3 with a run in the bottom of the 8th. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches. Garrett Jones strikes out. And that is strikeout number 2 for Gio Gonzalez.
Well, that was, I just saw Brad Ziegler start to warm up, so I'll show you what I can do. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and a fastball that Jones could not catch up to with 2 strikes. But you know, the probables show that Vinny Mazzaro is being skipped, as Garen talked about. Indeed, with the probables, the matchups, it will be Sheets on normal 5 days, with the off day tomorrow. And then Trevor Cahill coming back on Thursday, which would be his 5th day. So Vinny Mazzaro is being skipped because of that. But the one thing that does, it means that Trevor Cahill will pitch Thursday, Tuesday, Sunday. And that means that if he's selected for the All-Star team, he can go, he can participate, but not be on the roster. The new rule. And so by the A's, he normally would be pitching with the off day on Friday, and that means he would be pitching on Wednesday and would be available to pitch. But that's the way it is. He's pitching so well, he's going to get 3 more starts.
Kuzminov charges. Off balance to second, back to first. Got it. What a double play. 5-4-3, and pretty good collision at second base. But the A's turn the double play, and they hold on to the 2-0 lead. Most refreshing beer. Now they are still looking at Andrew McCutchen. Ran into Mark Ellis, trying to take Ellis out on the double play.
Well, the slow hit ball, but Clues with a kind of an underhand quick throw. Same for Mark Ellis, but as Elliott caught the ball and threw, he came down right there on the back of McCutchen, and there's nothing Mark could do because slow hit ball, he had to hold his ground. Just kind of popped up using the bag as a springboard.
Well, it looks like he is going to stay in the game, so that's good news for McCutcheon. It's funny, you always think about the guy turning the double play is the guy that has the best chance of getting hurt, but really when guys slide into second base, they're taking a pretty good chance of taking a beating as well. The bag is hard. You slide over the bag.
We're talking about Neil Walker on Friday night, collision with Ryan Church in right field, and got him on the side of the head when he went after it right there. Kind of wrenched his neck and his head. And came out of the game, said he read his lips, said he blacked out momentarily. And we hope he is okay. He's got to get on the plane tonight, too.
Yeah.
And this afternoon. I hope it's not tonight.
Sweeney, Kuzminoff, and Cust for the Athletics in the bottom of the 6th inning, and they would like to get another chance to add on to their lead. There's a strike. So Ohlendorf, I think he was close to being taken out of the game last inning, but he was able to sneak his way out of it. He's just got the 1 run.
Well, a very good shutdown inning by Gio Gonzalez after a leadoff walk, but yet got the strikeout. A great double play turn by his infielders. And with minimal number of pitches and with Ziegler warming up, looked like Gio would at least go out for the 7th. Two pretty good lefties. One retired, Kurt Young, and pitching coach now, and Gio Gonzalez continues to pitch well.
Mio runs out of room. Got rid of the mask big time that time. He fired it.
Get a foul ball straight back, and you have the umpire trailing. Sometimes the umpire will get hit by the mask. Well, this time, Ron Kalpa, a smart umpire, he went to the side. Probably been hit a few times.
Sweeney, another foul ball.
Did you see Dennis Eckersley?
I saw him down on the field.
Yeah, Eck is in town, and good to see him as always.
Sweeney toward the shortstop, Cedeno, who throws to first.
Eck said he's waiting to get some credentials to go down on the field. I said, come on, you're Eck. Yeah. Just walk down. If anybody says anything, just point up to the upper left field and say, that's me, the 43 Eckersley, number retired.
Yeah.
All the credentials you need if your name is Dennis Eckersley. There it is, along with Reggie and Ricky on that side. Raleigh and Catfish on the other side. Some great retired numbers here at the Coliseum.
Toward the third baseman, LaRoche throws, dug out by Jones, and that's 2 outs. So to bring Jack Cust, who's been on base twice this afternoon.
Just saw something that you see a little bit more often, and Ron Culp, the home plate umpire. Jack Cust with the ball hit on the ground to third. Perhaps Jack asked to see the baseball, but instead of Ron Culpa looking at the ball, he just asked Ohlendorf, throw it to the side and get a new baseball. Anytime a ball hits the ground, hitters think that maybe there's a little scuff and the pitcher can do some funny things with a baseball. And known some guys who could do some funny things with a baseball, but no chance for this one.
Now the A's have just 2 hits off Ohlendorf, but he has walked 4, and that has got him in some trouble because 2 of those 4 walks have scored. Walk guys, and your team plays poor defense behind you. That's not a good combination.
Both scoring opportunities for the A's. When they did score, it was an error for Pennington, and an error helped advance Jack Cust. You're exactly right. And
2-2 to Cust. Curveball in for a strike, and Ohlendorf has retired 6 in a row. We head to the 7th inning. A's 2, Pirates nothing. Win the World Series over the Yankees. That home run still stands as the first of 2 series-winning home runs. It's only been done twice, folks. When you've got a giant appetite, it's got to be nations.
Joe Carter.
Joe Carter.
Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run. The great Tom Cheeks.
But you could make a point that Mazeroski's was even more dramatic because it was Game 7.
That's right.
Remember, Joe Carter's was actually Game 6, so that is the only Game 7 series-winning home run in history.
Walk-off. They didn't call it walk-offs then.
I don't think so.
But they were still celebrating.
You could probably get a free dinner in Pittsburgh. Just looking at the box score from that game, and it was wild. A lot of runs were scored late in that game. The Yankees scored a bunch in the 8th inning to take the lead. Pirates came back. Bill Mazeroski.
That was just the 86th pitch thrown by Gio Gonzalez, but yet a couple of guys losing in the bullpen.
Left center and deep. To the wall is Jackson, and Lastings Millage puts the Pirates on the board with his first home run this year. So the Pirates had gone 19 consecutive innings without scoring a run, but Millage changes that with the solo shot.
Yeah, challenge with a fastball a little bit away from Millage, and Gio Gonzalez watch the head straight down. Just they know the pitch location, the sound, and the jagged edge in left field between the 362, 388. Kurt Suzuki probably got instructions from the bench. Go talk to him. Maybe Roach is not going to face him. We'll see. So we're hoping the ball would scale off the wall. That is going to call Bob Guerin out to the mound. Just 87 pitches. Last home run was Derek Lee in Chicago.
So he has made the move. So when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune Up, your oil change tune-up and smog expert. So Ziegler's coming in.
Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
Brad Ziegler comes on. Going to be Andy LaRoche, the first hitter he faces. So Ziegler takes over for Gio Gonzalez after the home run by Lasting's Millage. Good performance by Gonzalez. Leaves after 87 pitches. Gio gave up just the 4 hits, but he did not have a 3-up, 3-down inning. He did get a double play to end the 5th and then a double play to end the 6th.
Gio did something today he has not done in previous 15 starts, and that's have double figures in ground ball outs. 14 to be exact. 2 strikeouts and 2 fly ball outs. And hoping for 9 outs out of the bullpen.
Three and 2 to LaRoche with Jaramillo in the on-deck circle. And that one bounced up the middle. Ellis dives, cannot quite get it. LaRoche swung at ball 4, but he gets on anyways on base hit.
Well, the pitch was away from him. It's supposed to be inside, but leaked away, and he just extended as Millage did with a home run.
So back-to-back hits, the home run and then the single. And that'll bring up Jaramillo. Runner goes, ball bounced to Kuzminov, who was playing in. He froze to get Jaramillo, but LaRoche goes to second with 1 out. So John Russell starting the runner, trying to get a runner into scoring position, and that's exactly what happened.
I figure you have a ground ball pitcher and got into a double play, which the A's have turned today, and forces the hitter to make contact, put a runner in scoring position, a couple of opportunities to drive him in, and the zig to try to keep him on the bases.
Outside to Ronnie Cedeno, the 9th place hitter. Bounced up the middle. Pennington to his left has it. And that's out number 2. Over to third goes LaRoche. So top of the order, and Jose Tabata.
Now batting, number 31, Jose Tabata.
Couple of ground outs and a walk for the leadoff man for the Pirates. Tying run is at third base here in the top of the 7th. Ziegler pitched in game 1 of the series on Friday night, 2/3 of an inning. There's a liner fair into the right field corner, and this game's going to be tied. Tabata hits the bag at second, and he will stop there with an RBI double. Third hit in the inning for the Pirates, and they have tied it.
Well, the 2-0, and it got up in the zone, and just good opposite field hitting by Tabata, and similar to the one that LaRoche hit up the middle, that hit up the base hit, a ball out of the strike zone. We've seen the aggressiveness of the Pirates this afternoon.
Pirates had 3 hits in the first 6 innings total. 3 hits here in the 7th to tie it up.
for Gio Gonzalez, and we saw in the big inning, which the A's had the bases loaded, nobody out, did not score after Coco walked. 10 of 16 starts by Gio Gonzalez. He's received 2 or fewer runs in support. And that's not good. No. So I guess it was, well, we're hoping it would change and get more than the 2 that he got today. We'll get a no decision. Still, pitched well enough, should be on the winning ledger.
Crosby bounces it to Barton, who charges to get a good hop. Side retired. A couple of runs on 3 hits. 7th inning stretch. We're all tied at 2 at the Coliseum. Pirates and A's, and Evan Meek takes over for the Pirates. Very good numbers this year. Time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Meek, an ERA of 1.07. So he takes over for Ross Ohlendorf, who will get a no decision, but pitched well. 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 unearned runs against Ohlendorf. He walked 4, struck out 3, so he is done. And here's Meek. This is Meek's first appearance in this series. Strike to Mark Ellis. It'll be Ellis, Pennington, and Crisp here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ellis was at the plate. A big play in the 5th inning. His drive to deep right center field with the runner at first. It was the ball that McCutchen had in his glove, and then he just dropped it. And it was ruled an error, and it turned out to be runners at 2nd and 3rd and nobody out for the Athletics. They got 1 run in that inning. Back to Meek, who has it. And that is out number 1.
Well, A-Rod, Jeter, Swisher, and the Yankees return for the Independence Day Series presented by Amway Global on July the 5th through the 7th. Great seats are still available, including July the 5th, when 30,000 fans will receive a souvenir A's ball upon the exit. Compliments of Amway Global, where positive makes for good business. It's Amway Global. For tickets, visit OaklandAthletics.com. Week from tomorrow night, May, July 4th, Independence Day. The A's will be in Cleveland and returning that night to begin the final homestand before the All-Star break. Just a bit high.
He did that on purpose.
He wanted to scare somebody in diamond level.
So we're in Cleveland for the 4th of July for the 2nd year in a row.
That's right. In a day game. So that means 4th is holiday on the 5th because it's a Sunday.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I think so. Indians won today 5-3 over the Cincinnati Reds. Jones grabs it, goes down to a knee, and flips to Meek, and that is out number 2. Nice play by the first baseman, Garrett Jones. So we'll head back to the top of the order, Coco Crisp.
Well, this time the pitcher did get over in time to cover. Ollendorf did not on a similar play with Pennington. This time Pennington the same hitter, but Meeks does get there in time.
Well, our old friend Jamie Moyer got a win today, right?
Yep.
Phillies bombed Toronto 11-2. Moyer went 7 innings, 2 earned runs. He is 9-6 this year, and the win was career number 267.
He could do it.
He's still at the 9-game winner. End of June.
Talking about Steven Strasburg, an all-star. How about Jamie Moyer?
Sure. The Cubs beat the White Sox today 8-6, and that breaks the White Sox 11-game winning streak.
So 2 teams were at 11 this year, the Rangers and the White Sox. So the A's 20 consecutive wins still
safe.
Well, it just goes to show you how tough it is to win 20 consecutive. You have a lot of things go right for you.
Well, there's a reason why it's a major league record.
Yeah.
What was the record before that? They went past it a couple games, did they not?
Well, in the American League, I think National League might have a.
National League has like a 23, I think, or something. So it was the American League record. One and 2 to Coco Crisp. Walked with the bases loaded for an RBI. He swings and misses, and a pretty good inning by Evan Meek. A couple ground ball outs and a strikeout. 8th inning coming up. We're tied at 2.
Andrew McCutcheon.
2-2 game, top of the 8th inning. Breslow comes in. It's time for change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. So Brad Ziegler goes an inning, gives up a couple hits and a run, and now Craig Breslow comes on. Breslow has now pitched in all 3 games in this series. That certainly hasn't bothered him because he continues to be terrific. He has retired each of the last 18 hitters that he has faced. He's having a very fine year. McCutchen just gets a piece of it. Couple of runs in the top of the 7th for the Pirates. Millage the home run and Tabata the 2-out RBI double. McCutchen today, ground out, a single, and a walk. So he's been on base a couple of times. He'll be followed by the left-handed hitting Garrett Jones, and then the switch hitter Ryan Doman.
Kuzminov guarding the line at third, just about 6 feet off the line, so trying to guard against an extra base hit in the 8th inning, especially with the speed of McCutchen.
Now full count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The Breslow fastball. It's been very good all year, and McCutchen swings right through it.
Location's perfect. Outside corner. Looked like McCutchen tried to hit number 8. Opened up just enough and no contact, and with his speed, opposite field hitting with that pitch might have been the best route to take.
So Garrett Jones steps in. Swing and a miss. Jones trying to give the Pirates a 3-2 lead. Ted Breslow has pitched in all 3 of the games, but last night just a third of an inning. So he's not out there throwing 25-30 pitches. He faced just one hitter, got him out, and that was it. Angels still leading the Rockies 5-3. Bottom of the 8th inning in Anaheim.
Beach towels can be used for a lot of different reasons, a lot of different ways, and that gentleman did it. The sun beating down hard. It's a warm day.
So you have to make the decision. Put it on to block the sun, but it's going to make me even warmer.
Just like your outfit last night.
That's exactly right.
All that extra hair. A lot of beverages and snow cones being sold today, which good day to hydrate.
Pop up. This could be playable. Kuzminov fighting the sun and the bullpen mound, and it's going to drop just out of his reach.
I wonder if Kevin called him off, said, I got it. No worry.
It's Kevin's territory.
But he knew the ball was in play, so he stayed right on his chair. Kuz just never really had a chance because of the sun. The ball kept drifting. Kevin knows. Very knowledgeable baseball man.
Another foul ball. This one rolled toward Kevin, who handles the short hop.
2 hands all the way. Piece of cake.
But you know, if you're Kevin, what you got to do is you got to look for a young lady about your age and give it to her, right? I mean,
he's thinking baseball.
Yeah,
he just, he just makes
sure
some young
that?
kid happy.
Another 2-2 and another foul ball. It's a good battle here between Breslow and Jones. Doumit, a switch hitter in the on-deck circle. This one down the left field line, and it's foul. He's not listening to me. Young Raider fan is happy, though.
You're welcome. Just send tickets. 9th pitch. Make it the 10th pitch in this at bat. 5 foul balls with the 2 strikes. The 6th, of course, was the 2nd strike.
And it goes on.
Gentleman, the Plaza level lost his cap, took the carom, got the baseball, but he was not following Kevin's lead. That's the gentleman. Did not drop his beverage.
Breslow, and he scrambles after it, and he throws not in time. Went right between his legs, and Jones is aboard. So it's going to be an error on Craig Breslow.
All he had to do was wait for the ball to come to him. He charged it and had some funny spin and went right through it.
Now batting,
Stay back.
Ryan.
Then he tripped a little bit, and that didn't help. And then the ball just went too far. Fortunately, made a good throw to first. That'd be the worst, to miss a ball and then make an errant throw and allow the runner to get the score position.
First error for the A's in today's game. Their 3rd error in this series. Now Doumit, the switch hitting catcher, steps in. Lastings Millage is in the on-deck circle. Doumit reaches for it, pokes it foul. A's bullpen is quiet. Angels have added another run. 6-3 now in the bottom of the 8th, and they are still batting.
It's a heck of a way for Breslow to end his consecutive batters retired streak.
Good call.
At 19, after striking out McCutchen, and then long at bat, 11 pitches.
I would think, as a pitcher, ball hit like that, you always think it's hit harder.
Right.
Or you always just figure that's hit pretty hard. And that one really wasn't.
On the follow through, you have to pick it up quickly, and he just kind of charged the ball that he just stayed back for and waited. Oh, Kevin. Oh,
look at him.
Now, that's a bullet. Guy's got a little shook up there. Andrew Bailey said, yeah, I should not. There. Kudos there from Vito, who stood up and started to run, but realized it was Kevin making the play. And so he decided to hang tight.
We may be searching for a nickname real soon for Kevin. Hoover, of course, that's always a good one. The vacuum cleaner down there.
Get the game face on, too. But he'd probably say, put the ball in play, guys. Get some outs. I've had enough action.
0-2 to Doumit. He hits that one high and foul down the right field line. So a lot of foul balls this inning. Breslow having to work hard. He's thrown 21 pitches in the inning. Doumit has grounded out twice and walked. One of the groundouts was into a double play. This year, Doumit a much better hitter against right-handed pitchers as opposed to versus lefties. Hitting just 181 against lefties. Breslow ready again with another 0-2 pitch. And this time he gets Doumit swinging. Second strikeout in the inning for Breslow.
Well, it went away, got him to chase a pitch, maybe out of the strike zone. It was supposed to be in, and Suzuki tried to move as late as possible. Maybe the target was not there for Breslow. The pitchers are good enough. They see the location. They know where to throw the ball, even though the catcher might move a little bit late, so he's not tipping the location to the hitter.
Right, here's Millage, who's had a good day. Singled in the second, grounded to short in the fourth, and then a solo home run in the seventh. And that's how the Pirates got their first run in this game. Garrett Jones does have 6 steals. He's a big guy. The Pirates do have the ability to steal some bases. They've stolen 48 this year. One and one now to Millage. Drive to right field, but Sweeney's there. He's got it, and the Pirates do not score. Bottom of the 8th coming up. We're tied at 2. Game summary brought to you by McDonald's. 2-6-3 for Pittsburgh, 2-2-1 for the Athletics. So a one-run game as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. It'll be Barton, Jackson, and Suzuki for the A's. They will face Evan Meek. Meek had a very good 7th inning, his first inning of work. A couple of ground ball outs and a strikeout. And there's Andrew Bailey starts to throw. Hitless afternoon for Barton. Right now he'll get aboard any way he can. Hit down on the foot of Barton. The pitch was way inside, and he went after it.
Kind of self-defense, and he waited really very, very late to swing, thinking it might be a strike, but swinging as late as it did, when the ball went straight down. Oh, the right knee. That will send you to the ground quickly.
So the count remains 0-2. Evan Meek missed his second full year in the big leagues. He pitched in 41 games for the Pirates last year. He was a Rule 5 pick from Tampa Bay a couple years ago. That one is just foul, right over to the right of the bag. Well, the Angels have busted it open down in Anaheim. Brandon Wood hit a grand slam. So the Angels now lead the Rockies 10-3 in the 9th inning. Where it was 5-3 going to the bottom of the 8th. Wood finished the scoring up in the bottom of the 8th with the grand slam. Texas will play tonight at home against the Astros.
And the Yankees at Los Angeles tonight. And the game in Texas is because of the heat. It's called the July Play All Night Games.
Very good matchup tonight. Pettit and Kershaw at Dodger Stadium. Andy Pettit is 9-2. So a good young lefty and still a pretty good veteran lefty. The Yankees with now a 2.5 game lead in the East over Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay lost today, and the Red Sox still leading the Giants 4-1 in the 8th inning across the Bay. It'll be a fun division to keep an eye on in the second half.
Lincecum today, wasn't it?
I believe it was, yes.
Too bad for the Rays to have such a great start, but know that there's two monsters chasing them.
Lurking. Well, that's the thing in that AL East. You just really can't blink. And if you do, you're going to be 6 games out just like that. I mean, we keep saying, hey, the Blue Jays having a pretty good year, right? And they are. But they're 6.5 out. You just cannot make any mistakes. Barton tries to check his swing, and it's called a swing by Tom Hallion. So that's a strikeout.
Well, the 10th pitch, and Well, he tried to get away with it, backed out, but Hallion saw ringing up a few guys last night. I don't think Derek thought it was a strike swing, but he did. And watching the replay, follow through. Great at bat, 10 pitches, and fouled off 6 after starting to count 0-2.
First pitch to Connor Jackson, outside.
Looks like Andrew Bailey's going to come in the 9th inning regardless. And A's would like to have the lead for the closer, but otherwise, tie game would still come in, try to take it to the bottom. So last night when he pitched the game 5-0. The off day tomorrow, had the off day Thursday.
To Connor Jackson is in there at the knees for a strike. So our first look at Evan Meek in this series. The fact that he has not pitched until today, it's a little easier for him to go 2 innings, which is what he's trying to do. Angels have finished off the win 10-3 over the Rockies. So the Angels take 2 out of 3 from Colorado in that series. Payoff pitch to Connor Jackson with Kurt Suzuki in the on-deck circle. Strike 3 call, outside corner.
Ron Colton kind of threw up his hand, said it's a strike. Questionable. Connor Jackson didn't think so. And it was close, but I think it figured out by Jackson, but did not go his way.
Kurt Suzuki on the first pitch. Lines one down the right field line and foul. Top of the 9th, the Pirates will have LaRoche, Jaramillo, and Cedeno. It's the bottom 3 in their order.
The 5th inning really is standing out as a big inning right now for the A's. I wish they scored a run, but great opportunity to score a lot more than just the one.
Again, for Kurt fouled on the right field line. The A's had the bases loaded, nobody out, and then Coco Crisp walked. So that got the 1 run in, and the bases obviously still loaded, nobody out, but the A's did not get another run in that inning. The youngster's okay. One-two pitch. It's going to be playable. Jones and Jaramillo dropped it. Looked like just a bit of hesitation.
Should let Jones take
it. And then Jones backed off and he dropped it.
Well, it's a play that first baseman in this case calls him off because it's much easier for first baseman coming in. Watch the ball hit the heel of the glove. And Jones got to it quickly enough and just simply call him off and take charge.
It's always easier for the first baseman or third baseman.
Third baseman, exactly.
Just a bit off the plate.
It's the 4th error.
Yep. So Suzuki gets another chance.
Now hit a home run, make it unearned. So 3 unearned runs.
And he did! Left field! Go!
Wow. Unearned run.
Now batting, right fielder, number 21, Ryan Sweeney.
So the A's take the 3-2 lead here in the 8th inning. Such is life for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And Porterville, that dinger is ringing loudly right now. Monty, if you're watching Comcast Sportsnet California, he said he's able to watch our games, and he made it back. He and his wife Deanna drove back, and I'll be watching the game right now, and I can hear the dinger. Kurt Suzuki in back-to-back games, a home run.
Sweeney fouls it back, so the count 1-2.
We had a shout to the catcher, Adam Eal, as you see the pitch. Mick knew that he gave it up. Left the ball in half of the plate, and Kurt Suzuki did not miss it. Crushed it over the out-of-town scoreboard. It's an all-star game 2 weeks from Tuesday. Kurt may be going home. Southern California is his home, and he may be visiting Anaheim. Keeps doing that.
Sweeney swings and misses, and the A's do the damage they needed to do. Kurt Suzuki got a second life, and he took advantage with a home run. So A's get a run in the bottom of the 8th. They take a 3-2 lead. Bailey's coming in.
Randy LaRoche.
Kurt Suzuki gives the A's the lead in the bottom of the 8th inning with a home run. How about that? A's with a 3-2 lead. And when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. And it's a pinch hitter, and it's going to be Delwyn Young who bloops the first pitch he sees into left field for a base hit. So that was Delwyn Young hitting for LaRoche. And he has a hit. So Young's aboard. And that'll bring up the catcher, Jaramillo.
Number 35, Jason Jaramillo.
Showed Jaramillo in the dugout, and he was distraught. Dropped the pop-up. And he bounces this one to short. Pennington has it to second for one. Ellis turns the double play.
Boys, Mark Ellis is a magician around the bag at second base. Unbelievable. But before you show that, how about time now for the Jeep drive of the game? None other than Kurt Suzuki did it last night, and this is what happened. Gave him the extra shot. It should have been a ball that the first baseman caught. Instead, Milo dropped the ball. Kurt Suzuki another chance, a fastball up and in, and he drilled it to left field for a solo home run. So today, 3 runs for the A's, all unearned runs. Andrew Bailey, 2 pitches, a single and a double play, and 2 outs. Watch Mark Ellis at second base. Slow hit ball. Ellie caught it, avoided the slide, and that time he backed up after catching the ball. Earlier we saw McCutchen take one on the head when Ellie kind of jumped up to throw, so Mark can do some different moves around the bag, helped him there to turn the double play.
So another pinch hitter. This will be Pedro Alvarez. Curveball Alvarez takes low. So Bailey looking for save number 14. 2-0 now to Alvarez. A little bit low, 3-0. On deck is Jose Tabata. And a 4-pitch walk. So the pinch hitter Alvarez keeps it alive for the Pirates. So here's Tabata, the leadoff man, who's got a hit and a walk today.
Jose Tabata.
There's a strike in the outside corner. Tabata, kind of an emergency swing, and now he's behind in the count 0-2. He's got 1 home run this year.
Fastball, curveball, hard cutter, maybe get him to chase. Just don't give him a chance.
Pokes that one down the right field line. It's going to be foul, so just trying to stay alive.
So many pitches. Andrew Bailey has to feature with the hitters as a closer, something you don't see a lot. Well, just a fastball, maybe a slider, sinker slider, but Bailey's got a few more pitches.
To pitch, and that's shot into right field, and it hit Alvarez, and that's the ball game.
Wow! Oh my!
Tabata will get a hit, but it doesn't matter. Alvarez is hit, and that is how the game ends. Wow! If that doesn't say it all for the Pittsburgh Pirates, I don't know what does.
Well, a base hit to right field. Maybe the runner goes to third instead. He tried to avoid, but no. He goes back to the dugout and into the clubhouse. Being hit by the pin. Wow.
So 15,238. See the A's sweep the Pirates. Don't go away. A's postgame live with Matt Morrison and Carney Lansford starts right now.
A's Baseball is brought to you by Toyota.